Alright everyone, we are on the draw. This is a mulligan unfortunately, but it's pretty close. And this is a keep. And that is 8. Haha. Ugh, I just love it when a plan comes together. Alright. So, obviously 4 is first into Servant, and then we can play Renegade Rallier if we have to. Like, alright, what I mean by if we have to is we could theoretically attack with Servant of the Conduit, offer up a trade, something like that. I don't know. The thing is because of the ramp and because of Renegade Rallier, it's basically like we never mulliganed in the first place. So it's not that bad for us. Clarkson, I think, is a pretty good player. I believe I've played against them multiple times before. In these intermediate queues, the people like constantly playing. So there are a lot of like defunct accounts, and kind of what I mean by that is there are a lot of people that like in these intermediate queues or in all the queues will like draft and then like play a match and then play a match. You know, like but like later down the road, like they'll draft on Friday, they'll play a match Saturday, they'll play a match Monday, etc., etc. And so that's how you get a huge number, like 500, like 5,000 people in the queue. But I would assume that there's about like 500 really active players, you know, probably getting through 3-ish drafts a week. And you know, the majority of those people, like, you kind of recognize most of their screen names if you're drafting all the time. And this is, I believe, one of those people, but who knows. I mean, I don't know, they could just be double queuing, not exactly sure what's going on. Alright, we're just seeing if what was going on real quick, but nothing is wrong on my end, so it seems to be wrong on their end. They're going to attack. It's going to be all good in the hood. I'm not blocking, obviously, never blocking in my life here, but I am probably going to attack on the other end, especially into a 2-drop. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. That's like not what I wanted to happen, but it's okay. I think I have to wait for Renegade Rallier. I think I just want to take over with a Tiger later. Yeah, I think I have to wait. So he's stuck on 2 lands, maybe. If he is, this could be a quick game. Just getting like a Tiger down and then going ham, sort of. But if he's able to play a land and anything else, then it's not going to be that kind of game. I wonder why he kept 1 counter on the Scrounging Bandar. Not exactly sure. It looks like I'm going to get attacked for 2 here. Okay. Getting attacked just for the full amount. If I draw a 4-drop, this gets interesting. Do I just attack for 2, or do I play the big 5? Oh, got owned. Okay. Well, that made up my mind for me. Nice little Aether Herder. Also makes very good use of the Riparian Tiger here. So now I'm in an interesting spot. So I assume he's going to put the counter on the Verdant Automaton and attack for 3. But I get to attack for 3 back, and oh, he didn't do that. Okay. Interesting. I thought I was getting that in like another Prey Upon or something. Alright, I mean, I'm just going to get a Riparian Tiger out on the battlefield and pass the turn. I mean, if he draws a land here, they can definitely get back in the game. They're not very far behind at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are a little behind, and I do have Rallier plus Evasion, so they're more behind than they look, but just on board texture alone, they're not super far behind. So many Verdant Automatons. This has to be like green-black counters or something, right? Like, that's the only reason you'd see so many Verdant Automatons running around. I think I just want to be able to pump this a bunch, so I don't think I need to make a token with Aether Herder. This gives +1, +2. I mean, if you block like that, if you block the wrong... there's not really a wrong way for him to block, right? It's only +1, +2. Alright, we did it. Now, Alley Evasion is also kind of cool, because if, like, my Servant dies, then I can bounce my Rallier, get it back with Alley Evasion, and then play it in the same turn to get the thing back. So, that has some added benefit. I'm not sure if my hand was fast enough to beat really good draws that our opponent could have had, but definitely beat those draws. After seeing 3 Verdant Automatons, Fragmatize is certainly coming in. The question is what goes out here, and I think Alley Evasion just goes out. Yeah, but Verdant Automaton certainly comes in. We might need to win the second game with like Eagles and stuff. I could see that happening, right? If our opponent's clogging up the ground, then we're going to have to win with Eagles. We also don't have a ton of removal, but for the Verdant Automatons, we do have enough, luckily. Alright, let's see if our opponent is going to play first or second here. I would assume they're playing first. They are. I'm going to keep this as well, leading off with a Druid of the Cowl. Alright, I mean, so we have all the flyers. We're going to need to kill them. We're just going to need to draw some lands. An expedition map would be pretty juicy as well. There we go. Alright, so now we have some options, right? We can play 2 2-drops next turn in hopes of then being able to drop an Eagle, or we could just play a Daredevil Dragster. I'm not blocking, like, taking 1 just doesn't matter to me. I don't want to get blown out here. Alright, so definitely happy we have Fragmatize in the deck now. Very interested in what to do here. There's obviously the Scrounging Mindar plus Restoration Specialist plan, or there's the Daredevil Dragster plan. I think just playing like 2 cards in 1 turn is probably good. Especially since I can like possibly have Eagle next turn or Sky Swirl Harrier. Like, me just being able to get very far ahead here. So it's basically like I'm on the play, even though I'm on the draw, right? Because I basically got extra mana. It's almost like Hearthstone in a way. Almost like Hearthstone. If he doesn't turn this on, I imagine I'm just trading with the Specialist. I mean, we're going to have to go so long game for the Specialist to get any sort of value. And if he does turn this on, alright, I mean, the question is, do I just double block? He can't trick me but twice, so I think I just double block. I guess he can have 2 tricks, but if he has 2 tricks, I'm just really far ahead. I just play Sky Swirl Harrier. I guess no, Invigorated Rampage doesn't do it, like... Alright, well... Here we go with a Sky Swirl Harrier. I guess I should have known that was coming. It's alright, it's alright. Maybe that was a punt? I don't know. It was probably a punt to block. I probably should have just traded the Restoration Specialist. Yeah, that was not the best thing I've ever done in my life. Alright. The question is he attacking now? And I don't know the answer to that question. Assume the answer is yes. Yeah, I'm just going to lay off the blocks for right now. I think I'm beating him in the race, but I don't know. Especially since I have like so many blockers later if I need them. I mean, might as well just get in there. Like, I can still have stuff with Druid just 1 mana up, so maybe he doesn't block. But he does. Okay. And he takes 4. So, now this gets interesting, because I have Pima Aetherseer and Daredevil Dragster. So I'm attacking for 6 in the air every turn. What? Why is that attack happening? I mean... I guess I just block here. Alright. Did I play this game terribly? Yeah, I think I've just played this game badly. That doesn't feel good. Ew. It's like kind of odd, but I was kind of happy to draw land there. Yeah, I had way too many things going on. I should not have... I should not be behind here. Way too many things going on. Alright, gotta figure out how to win this game. I mean, the thing is that he does have Verdant Automaton, but I mean, we have a bunch of ways to shut it down, right? We have Decommission and Fragmatize that we can draw. We have a lot of things that we can do here, so it, you know, I mean, we're not dead in the water by any stretch of the imagination. He's going to get in for what I would imagine is 9 here. putting us to 4, which does make next turn quite difficult. But again, if we draw something like a Fragmentize, it makes next turn much easier. Yeah, I mean, I think my plan is just to block with the Dragster and Druid of the Cowl. Yeah, we shouldn't... I mean, if we did not throw away that Scrounging Bandar, we'd be way ahead here. Unfortunately, now it's going to come down to relatively close top decks. Yeah, we don't even have, like, our best flyers in the game anymore. We only have one rule spell. Yeah, I mean, this is getting into tough territory. Alright, just got to keep drawing out of it. Come on. Alright, that was not called drawing out of it, but that's okay. So if we had the Scrounging Bandar, we could sacrifice the Scrounging Bandar, put all the counters on the Daredevil Dragster, use the Pima Aether Seer to make his Maulfist Revolutionary block. Yeah, we would have... Alright, I mean... We're going to see what we can do here. So if he's going to kill it, he has to kill... No, he can kill it as the trigger's going off. Ooh, actually I should keep this back, like, just in case something happens. But I guess if something happened, like, I was so dead anyways. Alright. What do they got here? Not an... Ooh, we got there. Alright, I think we played terribly the last game. Let me know what I could have done differently in the comment section down below. I'm not really sure, like, the specific points where I could have taken different turns. Obviously, I shouldn't have made the block with both the Scrounging Bandar and the Restoration Specialist. Although I did kind of make him waste his turn, so maybe that's not terrible, I don't know. But if you saw, like, specific things I could have done differently, I would definitely like to know. Thank you so much for the love and support, and I'll see you for round number 3. Let's go for the win.